The other strategy that we've used in the hot, humid South, successfully to a certain extent, has been supply-only ventilation. And that's where we're going to create an intentional return leak. We're going to bring air in from the outside into the return duct. And so when we create a return leak, what happens to the pressure in the house?
It goes up.
It goes positive. And so when the pressure in the house goes positive, because return leaks make houses flow, when it goes positive, now we're pushing out any of those pollutants. We're losing conditioned air to the outside, but we're pushing those pollutants out. So now we're going to bring in some outside air, it's going to get filtered and conditioned, and then distributed through the regular HVAC system to all the other bedrooms in the house and all the other spaces. So it's filtered, conditioned, distributed, and you've brought in this amount of required ventilation air. The downside is most of these systems run when the air handler is operating, right? So all of a sudden we're looking at bringing in lots of air when the air handler runs a long time, which is when it's really cold outside or when it's really hot and humid outside. And most of these systems aren't designed to take that kind of abuse. So we came up with another idea. It's okay, that's great. So what we'll do is we'll put a motorized damper on here and a controller. So we'll only run it for short periods of time, or we won't let it run the entire time. Motorized damper and a controller, we'll set the controller so that if the air handler hasn't run in 5 minutes, this thing will kick on. If the air handler hasn't run an hour, this thing will kick on and operate the air handler for 5 minutes. We'll just bring 5 minutes worth of nasty air in, and then we'll shut it off. And then people got even more advanced. They said, let's put a controller on here that when conditions are cold or really hot and humid, it won't open up and it won't turn on and it won't let any air come in. So we're only going to ventilate when conditions are good for ventilation air. And so this is a really good system. Typically runs about $300, $400 to get installed.